This is a stimulus update and daily news report. Got some major updates to share with you. $2,000 check deadline is today, just hours left to apply. Also, we'll talk about 3 other $2,000 stimulus checks. One of those is actually going out as well. And we'll talk about the 2 other $2,000 check proposals. Also, $1,000 checks are on the way. Gas prices expected to go low and get lower. Meanwhile, President Biden's poll number may have hit rock bottom and is actually going up a little bit more. And I'll play a video clip from the White House talking about what has been done and what will be done to benefit more Americans in the future, and I'll give you some other more important updates as well. Hope you're having a more than mundane Monday. If you appreciate the fact-based, fast-paced updates, hit the like button down below, and I'm giving $200 to my subscribers, and I'll detail exactly how you could sign up for that later on in the video. But first, Energy Secretary expects gas prices to fall further. So we may have hit our peak a while ago, and it looks like the prices keep going down. So Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm on Sunday projected an ongoing decline in gas prices to continue, but expressed uncertainty given potential changes in global events that would impact supply levels. What she said is, but again, it can be impacted by what's happening globally. The president has done more than any president in history to make sure that the price, insofar as he's got control, continues to decline, and has included asking for increased production both domestically and overseas. So it looks like there's going to be production domestically again in the U.S., and I guess there's some good news here. Gas prices are getting lower. Meanwhile, President Biden's poll number is not getting any lower. White House press secretary on low Biden approval rating saying, "We get it." So I guess Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre is constantly asked about President Biden's poll numbers, saying this: "We've said this before. It's like, we get it. We understand what the American people are feeling at this time." So President Biden's poll number is actually going slightly higher, highest it's been in a while. I think it's at 40%. Before it was like in the high 30s, so 37, 38, 39, but now it's up to 40. And when it comes to $2,000 stimulus checks, Governor Wolf of Pennsylvania revised proposal to send $2,000 direct payments to Pennsylvanians. So this is going on in Pennsylvania, and it has been going on for a while. Earlier this week, Wolf, who leaves office in January 2023, stood by Democratic lawmakers in Delaware County to discuss the proposal that will be reintroduced into Pennsylvania House of Representatives, basically giving Pennsylvanians who make less than $75,000 or less than $80,000 $2,000 checks. Yeah, so that's pretty big right there. When it comes to other $2,000 checks that are actually going out, bonus payment, who could apply for the $2,000 bonus? This is going on in Minnesota. So Minnesota Governor Tim Walz announced a token of gratitude to veterans. So veterans in the state of Minnesota can get a $2,000 payment as a thank you for the service. And it says the deadline for this, with the bill, Minnesota Fund will bonuses to be eligible for veterans who served from 9/11 to August 30th of 2021. So there's like different tiers with that, $2,000 checks. And then today, a deadline for another type of $2,000 check, direct payment deadline update. Americans have just hours to apply for $2,000 monthly cash installments. So this is going on in Oregon. Families in Portland, Oregon will receive cash, which is part of a guaranteed income program, and they will receive fixed income for 3 years starting in December of 2022. But today, August 15th, is the deadline to apply for the Black Resilience Fund. So basically, the way it's going to work is single adults will get $1,000 per month, families with 2 or 3 kids will get $1,500 per month, and families with 3 or more children will get monthly payments worth $2,000. And you must be 18 years old, identifies Black, African American, or African, and live in Multnomah County in order to be eligible to apply. So yeah, big money there, $2,000 per month. Deadline is today. And when it comes to a federal $2,000 per month stimulus check, if we look at the petition here, it's currently at 3,046,000 signatures. and this kind of fizzled out. It was really strong when it was like between $1 million and $2 million. I think it hit $3 million in maybe January of this year, or maybe the year before. I think it might have been this year. But yeah, the $2,000 per month proposal, petition here may have gotten millions of signatures, but in terms of politicians pushing for this $2,000 per month stimulus check program, not really as strong as it was a while ago, especially before the runoff elections in Georgia. That was when there was a lot of talk of more stimulus checks. But as elections get closer, we could see more talk. Should there be a $2,000 per month to every American check? Is that a good idea, bad idea? If not, what amount should it be, or should it be no amount? Should there be no check on a monthly basis? Let me know your thoughts on that. When it comes to other checks going out, direct payments of $1,000 could be sent to thousands of Americans from new $30 million pot. See if you qualify. So this is going on in Connecticut. Frontline workers may be in line for up to $1,000 as part of their new $30 million premium pay program. Full-time employees may receive $1,000, while part-time employees would get $500. And this, to qualify for benefits, Connecticut residents must have been employed as essential workers from March 10th, 2020 to May 7th, 2022. So kind of like a retroactive hazard pay type of thing. So yeah, that's going on in Connecticut. And when it comes to what other benefits Americans can expect in the short term, long term, and what has already been done, take a look at this video clip right here from the White House Communication Director.
While Donald Trump's legal woes hogged much of the media attention this week, President Biden was celebrating a string of victories, including final passage of a landmark climate and health bill, the centerpiece of his economic agenda. And his efforts may be paying off with voters. President Biden's approval rating is the highest it's been in 2 months, now at 40%, according to a new Reuters Ipsos poll. And joining me now for an exclusive interview is White House Communications Director Kate Bedingfield. Kate, thank you for coming back to the Sunday Show.
Thanks for having me, Jonathan. It's my pleasure.
All right, so let's hear a little bit more of what the president had to say on Friday after the IRA passed, and I'll talk to you about it on the other side.
Every Republican in the Congress voted against the bill. Every single Republican. Against lower prescription drug prices, against lower health care costs, against a fairer tax system, against tackling the climate crisis, lower energy costs, and good-paying jobs. And by the way, in the process, we reduced the deficit as well. This is a historic moment. The Democrats sided with the American people, and the Republicans sided with special interests. That's the choice we face.
And so, Kate, then what does this mean for Republicans and Democrats going forward?
Well, I mean, I think the president couldn't have said it better. He could not have laid it out more clearly, the choice here that the American people are going to have in the coming months between the Biden vision, the Democratic vision, and the Republican vision. So what happened this week was we saw passage of the Inflation Reduction Act, which was represented not only an effort to bring down costs, to bring down healthcare costs, energy costs, utility costs, but it also represented breaking the back of the special interests. I mean, think about how long pharma has been fighting to prevent Medicare from negotiating lower prescription drug costs. And this week, thanks to President Biden's leadership and the work of congressional Democrats, Senator Schumer, of course, Senator Manchin, we have seen that finally Medicare is going to be able to negotiate for lower prescription drug costs, which is going to have a real tangible impact for families all across the country who are sitting at their kitchen tables, working through their budgets. So, this is something that President Biden campaigned on. You remember, he talked about creating an economy that works for the middle class, creating breathing room for the middle class. And so this week he stood up to the special interests and got it done.
Let me play some sound that we have of Americans reacting to the economy writ large, and we'll talk about that on the other side.
Labor costs are still very high. Packaging supplies are much higher than they were. Food costs is still very high, even though we are starting to see a little relief in that area.
Yes, I really did see a big difference.
I think we both feel a little more comfortable with the way the economy's going.
That last comment in particular, that couple there saying they feel a little bit more comfortable with where the economy is going. Can you guarantee that couple and everyone watching that the economy will keep going in that positive direction?
Well, I can guarantee you that President Biden is relentlessly focused on it. And as you heard those folks say, which is great to hear, they're starting to feel some of the improvements that we're seeing. We've seen gas prices drop below $4 a gallon on average this week, I should say, for the first time since March. That's over $1 a gallon less that people are paying at the pump. We've obviously seen historic job creation under this president, nearly 10 million jobs created. So, if you are looking for a job, you can find one. We've seen wages. We saw real wages increase this month for the first time. And of course, we saw 0.0% inflation in July. So the cost of things, some of those things that those folks were mentioning, have started to come down. And that's incredibly important and encouraging. And so, the president has been focused on economic policies that help make this happen, including things like the rescue plan and, of course, the bipartisan infrastructure law, which is creating jobs across the country. And now, of course, the Inflation Reduction Act, which is going to have a real tangible impact on costs in people's lives. So the president is continuing to focus on this. He knows how important this is for American families, and he's making progress to give families more breathing room.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you agree, disagree? Are there more good things to come? Have we reached our peak in terms of bad news, inflation, recession, all that? Let me know your thoughts on that. And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully cheer you up a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day, and then I'll talk about those $200 checks right after.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. I want to tell you something that you should always do. Sometimes just sit on your bed or sit at a table on your counter and sit down and take 10 breaths. Breathe in and breathe out because you need yourself to feel relaxed. And that's all I wanted to tell you for today. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all of your support. To show my support and appreciation to you, I am giving $200 checks to my subscribers. Basically, the three things you have to do in order to qualify to get a $200 check. Do this every month. First, just on this, first you have to be subscribed to this channel that you're watching right now, Wise Flies. So hit that red button if you haven't already. And then be subscribed to my two other channels, Wise Buys, which is a product review channel, and then Wise Pickleball, which is my new favorite passion, pickleball. So be subscribed to those three channels. And then just on this video you're watching right now, just comment below what you're thankful for. Just make sure you type the word thankful, because when I do the search to pick out the winners at random, I'm going to type in the word thankful. So make sure you write the word thankful and what you're thankful for. There's more details down in the description below of what to do in order to get these $200 checks that I love giving out every month. So yeah, details down in the description below. And yeah, that's it. If you want to check out my latest pickleball video, so I actually have an instructional video of my friend teaching a little bit about pickleball. If you want to learn that, the basics of pickleball, which is called dinking, you could click this video right up here, and I'll see you in that video, or actually probably the next video, and I'll see you in that, and I'll see you. All right, take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.